Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Corey, better known as the Seaman, and I want to welcome you to another edition of the Seaman's Cinema Sit Down. I'm feeling a little bit better today, fortunately. Yesterday was probably the worst of it, but like last 3-4 days, my stomach has not been okay. And unfortunately, that put a hard stop in my Spooktober countdown records. So if you've been following along with me, if you've been watching along with my Spooktober list, and you've been waiting to find out my thoughts on the last chunk of movies that we had on there, those will be coming out over the course of the week. I really appreciate all your guys' patience. I couldn't, like, you know me, I talk a long time, and I could not go, like, 5-10 minutes, without feeling not great. So I had to put a pause on those, but keep your eyes peeled over the course of the next week or so. Those will all get up so that all those reviews are there. I'll put them all in a nice playlist, so if you want to go through my whole Spooktober list, you can. But today, we got a trailer drop, and anytime something drops in the realm of DC, Marvel, Star Wars, I need that in my life, man. It is my life force, just coursing through my veins, man. Some days, those are the three things that get me up in the morning. I mean, literally for the channel, but also just out of pure enjoyment and excitement. And this is something that I'm so excited about. As a character, I think fans have waited a long time to see him get his, just dues, so to speak. And we got a little taste of that with Mandalorian Season 2 last year. And I'm really, really pumped to see Tamora Morrison take this role on in the context of like a full season of television. What am I talking about? You might know if you're looking at my chest, but if you don't, why don't you pull up a chair, take a seat. We're getting ready to take a look at the official trailer. We're not even getting a teaser, baby. We're getting the official trailer for Star Wars' The Book of Boba Fett, and I cannot wait. Like I said, I'm a huge fan of Tamora Morrison, and seeing him reprise the role last year in The Mandalorian was so exciting, and then, he just delivered. He delivered last season, I think, better than he even delivered in the prequel trilogy. So, that was super exciting, and then that image of frickin' him on the throne, man, just chilling with Fennec Shand right next to him, played by the lovely and talented Ming-Na Wen. That image at the end of the season was like, all right, we're not getting Mando Season 3 right away, but, I'm totally here for the Book of Boba Fett. And, like I said, this is a character that is beloved, man. I mean, people have loved Boba Fett since day one, and I think fans have waited to see him get his own material. I mean, the craving for a Boba Fett movie has been large for so long, that, I'm even more excited now that he gets a season. You're going to give him probably at least 6 hours of content, which you would have never gotten out of the movie. So that's super exciting. And from what I understand with the premise of this show, I mean, this sounds like exactly what fans have been waiting for. When you pull up the Wikipedia premise, on the sands of Tatooine, bounty hunter Boba Fett and mercenary Fennec Shand navigate the galaxy's underworld. That's where we want him to be. And fight for Jabba the Hutt's old territory. How good is that, man? The idea of Boba coming in and going, you know what? Jabba's got this territory that's just kind of out here. I want to take that over. And it allow Boba to continue to play in that world of the, that kind of underworld in the Star Wars universe, which is where he belongs. While he's very likable, he's a fan favorite, technically villain. So to see him play in that world, I think will be a lot of fun. And obviously, I think with the interactions that he had with Mandalorian last season, this is a guy who's come a long way from his original bounty hunting days. So to see him kind of navigate and try to take over the underworld in Tatooine, let's go, man. That's what I want in my life. So that's certainly a very exciting premise. So I don't want to waste any more time, man. I've been talking way too long already. While we get the trailer up, the headphones are on. Let's take a look at what we are getting with the Book of Boba Fett. What is that? Well, that is a creepy little creature. Hunter.
I've heard otherwise.
Yo, I love this so much. That suit, man, makes me happy.
I know that you sit on the throne of your former employer.
Ooh.
Jabba ruled with fear. I intend to rule with respect.
Ooh, I like that. I like that!
You were always captains under Jabba the Hutt.
I'm I'm here to make a proposal that's mutually beneficial.
Yo.
Why speak of conflict when cooperation can make us all rich?
Genius.
What prevents us all from killing you and taking what we want?
Oh, snap! Yes!
If you had spoken such insolence to Jabba, he'd have fed you to his menagerie.
Please. Speak freely.
Yo, dude, let's go. I love that concept so much. December 29th, I cannot wait. Ooh, also, that score, I don't know if that's our boy Ludwig. I know he obviously was on for Mandalorian, so I could see him scoring here, but the score we were getting, specifically right at the end, I was like, oh man, that's the type of stuff that I love with this world. I love a good, in general, I love a good score, but the Star Wars scoring is always something I look forward to, and if it is Ludwig being involved in some way to kind of carry over that vibe of Mandalorian into Boba Fett, I'm here for that, but that's such a great concept, right? Like I said, you have a guy, who's a bounty hunter. And more of a villain in the Star Wars universe from a technical standpoint, because he was usually on the opposite side of our heroes. But that doesn't mean that he's a bad person. So the idea of taking over Boba's territory, he just sees opportunity. He sees opportunity for everybody. Like, why do I have to fight with these people, But Boba's got a little age on him. I'm sure he's not looking to fight all the time. But that's genius, right? Like, you come in, you take over, Boba's lair at the end of Mandalorian. Now I'm sitting on the throne, I gotta run all this. How can we do this and be the most effective for everybody? But naturally, Boba and Fennec are not gonna get agreements from everybody. They're gonna have to force some people to comply. And that certainly will tee up, hopefully, some phenomenal action. But everything about that just screams, I think, what fans have been looking for. And what they've been waiting for when it comes to Boba Fett and giving him his own piece of material and his own little niche corner in the Star Wars universe. So that's super exciting, and there's just nothing like seeing Tatooine. If you're a Star Wars fan, anytime you go to the motherland, so to speak, you get super excited. So seeing all the different creatures and people that you would see on Tatooine being involved in the underworld, I love all of that. Just visually, it's pleasing to me as a Star Wars fan, and obviously, like I said, I think the DNA of the show is something that fits the character perfectly, and I think, honestly, it gives you, an entirely separate place that you can live in the Disney Plus world of Star Wars, right? I think if this show hits, because it almost felt like, Book of Boba Fett will be kind of like a one-off, the way it was kind of teased at the end of Mandalorian, but seeing this, if this hits, and is as popular as Mando or some of the Marvel shows on Disney Plus, I don't see any reason why you couldn't just have Tamora Morrison and Ming-Na Wen with their own series that could go on for multiple seasons. The Star Wars underworld is one of the most richest areas of the entire universe, man. There are so many characters and just so much, like I said, rich material to pull from. You could do a lot of cool things, and obviously, when Dave Filoni is involved in all these things as the chief creative officer these days, there are a lot of cool animated characters that could be coming into this world. There are definitely some characters I would love to see from Clone Wars come in here that we've met in the underworld. This could maybe be a pathway to get us back to Darth Maul. If you open up the underworld aspect of Star Wars, there's so many cool places you could go to, and if Boba Fett is your through line to that, at least on Tatooine, and I'd imagine in the bigger underworld in general, yes, a million times yes, Dave Filoni, give me the Star Wars underworld and have it run through Boba Fett. That would be genius. But I'm getting ahead of myself, man. I'm getting too excited. Let's just get one season in the can, give it to the people, get super excited about it, and then let's start cranking, man. But I'm pumped. I think there are going to be some fun surprises in here based on what we've seen Filoni do with The Mandalorian. I think you'll see things come in from that world of the animation into live action even more so. But if we gotta wait a little bit for The Mandalorian, I tell you what, Book of Boba Fett is certainly something that I am totally okay with using to replace that time and that gap that we have in that storytelling. Obviously, we know Mandalorian Season 3 is coming, but why we gotta wait for it, Book of Boba Fett is a perfect stopgap, you know what I mean, to put right in the middle there. So I'm super psyched. That looks phenomenal. I can't wait for Tamora Morrison. Like I said, I'm just so excited for him and for the character, because it's a character I think people have always wanted to get to know more of, and I think there are things about the character that tie into the original trilogy that you can kind of pull on from characteristic standpoint, and things that he kind of goes throughout the season. So I'm super psyched, man. I think that's a perfect premise for the show. I think that's a perfect tease and setup for the show, and I can't wait for December, man, because it's gonna be a good old time with Boba. Oh man, things just never slow down, man. We gotta be super busy, specifically on Disney Plus, man. Looks like we'll be going from Hawkeye right into the Book of Boba Fett, but I'm so here for all that. Anyway, I'm gonna stop talking, man. I've been hammering way too long. Now it's your turn. I want to know what you're thinking, man. Like, how big of a Star Wars fan are you? How far back do you go with the franchise? How connected are you to Boba Fett? And is this doing all the things that you've always dreamt of if you're a Boba fan, man? Like, is this the world? Is this the type of story that you want to see Boba work in? Like, you know, he claims he's not a bounty hunter, but I think he'll be using those skills to his advantage as he tries to take over the Tatooine underworld. Like, I'm pumped, so I want to know how pumped you are. If you were not a diehard Star Wars fan, maybe Mandalorian was your in route. Just however you come, let me know how you came to the world of Star Wars, how invested you are in Star Wars, and what are you looking for out of the Book of Boba Fett? How excited are you? Are you just feeling like, you know, it looks solid, I'll take it? Anything you got, man. Good, bad, indifferent on the Book of Boba Fett's official trailer goes down below in the comments section. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you're new, you want to come hang out with the C-Man anytime we're talking movies, TV, trailer reactions, you want to be here for all my coverage on the Book of Boba Fett. We mentioned Hawkeye. You maybe want to see the rest of my Spooktober thoughts as we get those up. You haven't yet. You just want to show a little love and support to the old C-Man. I mean, I ain't been feeling well, so a little love and support could lift my spirits. You want to help out with that? Well, hey, man, it's super easy. I just say, come join C-Maniac Nation. It's a really fun place. We have a good time interacting with each other. I think anyone that's in the C-Maniac Nation will tell you, I love talking to you guys, man. You guys are the reason that I get up and do this most days. So if you want to be here for all that, it's a super easy thing to do. All you got to do, jump over there, hit that subscribe button, hit that little bell if you want those alerts, and until next time, for the C-Man's Cinema, sit down. I've been the C-Man. I'm signing off. Peace. Oh, hey, what's going on? You must be sticking around because you're looking for more content featuring this guy. Well, guess what? You're in the right place. You can check out more videos right here and right here. And if you have and you want to come join that C-Maniac Nation, you can hit that subscribe right over there.